welcome back, people, and don't forget to hit that like button.
Yep, it's the warm water. Open and relax so we can.
If you like what you're seeing, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to holler at your boy. It's your boy KP from KP Reptiles. I got new videos dropping every week. Check out my shorts. Hi, check it out, people. So I got Nibbles and Burma outside at the same time. Now, normally I try to separately walk them, but whenever I do give them a bath, I do give them a bath together. So they pretty much know each other. They've been outside for the last 30 minutes now. And I just let them roam around. And you could see when you leave them alone for a little bit, what they want you to do is not really bother them too much after that. Or at least Nibbles don't want to be bothered, because sometimes she hiss at me. You doing good? Look at it. There you go. At least she's starting to relax. She's not hissing as much as she was before. But we outside snake handling, people. And we just letting them roam around and be outside. But I still have to keep a close watch on them out here, because they have the hawks outside. And I don't want a hawk to reach down and grab my snake. So I try to stay near. But as I stay near, they're still watching my eyes to see what I'm going to do next. They want to watch me. So whenever I'm not looking, Nibbles could dive off into the bush. What you doing, Burma? You do want to handle your snakes all the time, or at least allow your snakes to know that you're going to be outside with them, because if you just were to leave them outside and put them outside and then come back to them, then they tend to get aggressive to know, when you're not around, and when you're not around your snakes, because I have left my snakes outside and just watched them from the window and let them roam around outside. But every time I come back to them or I try to pick them back up, they're hissing very loud, and then they don't want me to pick them up anymore. But I've noticed that when I stay outside with them and, I do little stuff like this and touch them, move them around, that they stay calm with me and they're not that aggressive with me. But when I leave them outside and I come back after 10 minutes and I come up to them, they start acting a little aggressive or, kind of wild, like as if they're wild snakes. They wouldn't survive without me anyway. All the bugs and that natural sunlight they're not used to. So holla at your boy, people. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. It's your boy KP from KP Reptiles. And we got the snakes out here and we're trying to let them enjoy the grass. See, Burma got comfortable. After I touched Nibbles a couple times, Nibbles is just going to sit there and look uncomfortably at me. What's up, girl? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is her basically acting out and getting kind of angry. See, look. She's all curled up. All right. There you go. Go do something. All right. Let's see if I can sneak up on Nibbles. Now, Nibbles sometimes don't like to be touched, at least by something that she can't see. So we got the tail right here. So what's up, girl? Look, she's coming over here to see what's going on at the tail end. But the more you do this, the less your snakes will be so aggressive with you about it. I take my snakes out every other day, and when they're not out, they're basically just roaming around inside the house. So they know how to stretch. They're not always in their enclosure. All right, let's go see what Burma's doing. All right, check it out. When you're not paying much attention to them, they'll go find a bush or something. So you really got to pay attention to them. They'll go find a bush. They'll smell a possum or something like that, because there's possums out here. And you see, Burma don't care too much about me touching his tail, because I touch him all the time. Where is he going? You always want to just let him go just to see where they're going to go. So you'll always know where they're going to go if they ever got out. Look at him. He's fascinated by this bush over here. And since I brought them out together, see, Nibbles ain't far from where Burma is. They're both going to the same bush. So I'm guessing that there's got to be some kind of an animal inside of this bush that they can sense. But we don't want him to go in there, because then it's going to be a hassle for me to get him out of the bush. All right, check it out. Burma has made his way into the bush. And this is something I don't want to happen. So, grab him right here, which you don't want to be grabbed. I got to get my hands underneath the bottom. Pick him up. And I just walk him a good little distance away from the bush. And I just place him back down. But you can see his ultimate goal is to make it back to that bush. Now we got Nibbles moving fast towards the bush, because he's seen me move Burma out the way. So he's going to try to hustle to get inside that bush. Now I need to move Nibbles. So come on, girl. Come on, I don't want you in the bush. Come on. You know I don't want y'all in the bush. I got to be able to see y'all. So as easy as that. But you can see Nibbles got a mind of her own. Nibbles want to do exactly what she wants to do. And she wants to go inside that bush. Because just a second ago, they had a bird in there. And the bird was fascinated with seeing the snakes. But the snakes want to eat the bird. And I don't want them to eat a random bird that they find outside. Look at this snake. Look at her. She just does whatever she wants to do. But when you handle them all the time, you don't have to worry about being bit. Because I do this so many times. Then, about the third or fourth time I move away from the bush, she gets really mad and she starts hissing. But since I handle her all the time, she knows who her handler is. And I don't have to worry about the dangers of being bit by a large snake. So, holla at your boy, people. We're going to let them out here and slither a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try to pick them up so we can get them back inside. Peace out. Alright, so after a long walk outside and a long time of being out there in the grass, it's always beneficial to give your snake a nice good bath after they've been outside for a long period of time. I think it's the best thing to do because, you don't want the bugs from outside to be inside your enclosure. So I go from taking them outside, I let them roam around in the grass. And then from all of that roaming around in the grass, you gotta give them a bath. Gotta be able to wash them off. Because I definitely don't want mites or any kind of bugs attacking my snakes while they're back in their enclosure. So I go ahead and run a bath. The water's kind of warm, so it'll help them digest their food because they don't want freezing cold water. They do like cold water, but I can tell you this, every time I put them in there with some water that's kind of warm but not so cold, they're able to poop, and they poop a lot better, and it's a lot easier for them. So it helps their digestive system, especially after they've been outside roaming around in that grass and stuff like that. So, and then with these Burmese pythons, they love being around water, but they love being able to dip their whole body and their whole face underwater. So I'll let your boy, people.
Make sure y'all hit that like button if you like what you're seeing. And peace out, people. We're gonna let them snakes soak for about 30 minutes. And then after a good 30 minutes, I'll go ahead and put them back in their enclosure. So, peace out.
I'm always cleaning inside the Burmese pythons enclosures. So whenever I get to put them in the tub or take them outside, I always get time to clean the enclosure because now they're not in it. So let's get to Nibbles enclosure and we'll get the water bowl out of there too. All right, we're at Nibbles enclosure. Oh, gotta change the water. Take the water bowl out. I do this every day. So we gotta put new water and new water bowls. It's just whenever I take them out for their bath time, it makes it to where it's easy to clean out the enclosure because it's definitely a lot easier to clean out the enclosure when your snake is not in it. What you